guys, so this week I've been improving my juggling skills. I also made the mistake of going into a pet shop and I almost bought a hamster, but then I realized I can't really look after myself, so I can't imagine I'd be that good of a hamster parent at the moment. If you had a look at my bedroom floor, you would know I'm just not ready to be a father. But yeah, let's get to the main body of the video. That sounds really gross. So I've had a lot of emails asking for more awkward childhood story time. So I thought I'd share another one with you. This one is about smoking. Dun dun dun. Well, first of all, when I was about 4 or 5 and heard the word smoking, I used to think that people actually lit themselves on fire and bathed in the smoke. Especially my grandma, because she smoked all the time, so I just imagined her like dancing in a bonfire like, "Come join me, Philip." That was probably something I shouldn't have shared. But yeah, soon I learned the truth. When I was about 12, I wanted to be a cool kid. Do you like how I've used K's there? Cool kid. The cool kids on my street look something like this. Stupid cap, ridiculous fake sportswear, expensive trainers. Anyway, there's about 5 of them on my street and they had some kind of gang. They called themselves The Boys. Great name, guys. I'm sure they went far. Anyway, I wanted to be in this gang. I wanted to be a cool kid, so I went up to them and said, please, can I be in your gang? Why? Well, my dad works in TV, so he might know Rachel from S Club 7. You can get us with Rachel. Whatever, man. I also have a shed you could use as a base. The shed was the moment when their eyes lit up. So for about a week, my garden shed became the official HQ of The Boys. Yeah, I wasn't really allowed in the shed much until I'd been initiated into the gang. Phase 1. Knock on one of the houses on the street and leg it. I did that fine. Although I did tell my auntie I was going to knock on her door beforehand, but shh, I was bad. I was brave. Phase 2. Ride your bike down the hill. Now, if my arm was a hill, it was like this. I'm not kidding. I almost died. I was on my back like... I think the fact that my eyes were closed helped. Phase 3. Smoking. You gotta smoke with us. Now that one struck fear into my heart. I didn't like the smell, I didn't like the way it looked, I knew my parents would eat me, but I wanted to be in this gang, so I was going through this big conflict in my head, like, should I smoke? Should I do it? Should I not? Should I do it? Ah! And he told me, okay, you ready for this? Smoking contained a chemical that made women find you 10 times hotter. What's worse is I believed him. That's why all the movie stars do it. That's why they look so hot. They just must smoke all the time. Let's have a look at the science of Kyle. All right, here's Kyle, first video blog, some science for you. Sarah Michelle Gellar, yeah. Might secretly look like a troll person, but she smokes so much, she looking fly. Didn't cross my mind how this would work, why that made no sense, why I was being an idiot, why I shouldn't do it. I just wanted to be in the gang, okay? So I decided to smoke. Don't judge me. I was 11. I remember it so clearly. We all went up the garden and Kyle had the cigarettes in his back pocket and I could see them walking up the stairs and I was like, oh God, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna smoke for the first time. I was gonna be a hunk, like Spider-Man. So we all sat around, Kyle lit the cigarette, he was like, you ready to be in the gang, Phil? Take it, man. Take it, man. Take it, come on, smoke. And the cigarette was getting close to my mouth and I was like, it's gonna happen. I don't really want to do this, but so many feelings. But that was the moment. My mum opened the shed door. Never in my life has my world crumbled around me as much as that point. I just looked so guilty and she gave me these eyes. Those disappointed eyes that only parents can do to you. It was just like... I felt so bad. I kind of feel bad about it now. I felt like I was eating a baby kitten or something. And I was too awkward to discuss it or make an excuse, so I was grounded straight away. 1,000,000 years dungeon! In fact, I think I might actually be still grounded. Let's find out.
Hi Phil, how are you doing?
I'm good. I was just wondering if I'm still grounded because of that smoking thing from when I was 11.
Yes, forever.
Forever?
Yes.
Probably might have helped if I'd have explained I was getting initiated into a gang. Maybe not. But yeah, I am happy I never smoked. It was kind of backed up when I saw that black lung in Science. Now that Kyle did not look like Tom Cruise's face. No. So I was wondering, have you guys had any awkward situations when it comes to smoking? It was kind of one of those things that I awkwardly didn't want to talk about with my parents. So tell me, did you try one when you were younger? Are you a smoker now? Or did you have any other similar situations where your parents found you doing something bad or awkward? Let's talk about it in the comments. But yeah, at the end of the day, I was no longer allowed to hang out with the boys. So I formed my own gang. Well, more of a club. It was called the Cats Club. Here is our official folder. Check it out. We are the Cool Cats. We are a gang of 6 members. We have meetings quite frequently. We go on trips, solve mysteries, and hang out to have lots of fun together. See? Doesn't that sound like a better gang to you? I might tell you a little bit more about the Cool Cats in a future video. Today's Draw Phil Naked is... Bye guys!